very good afternoon, all the viewers in Nepal and across the globe. You're in TU Cricket Ground, a southern part of the city. Today's match Qualifier 2, Janakpur Royals taking on Biratnagar Superkings.
It's the second last day of action here at the inaugural NepalT20 and one last chance for these two sides to advance to the grand final. It's the Janakpur Royals taking on the Biratnagar Superkings. Got the two captains, Trevon Griffith, Rohit Patel, match referee Mr. Mohammed Shafiq. Trevon, give the coin a toss. Heads is the call. We'll allow Mr. Mohammed Shafiq. Rohit, you've won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We'll bat first.
Biratnagar Superkings, they won the toss. Let's get it going. Bat first for them.
Keeper Arjun Saud, Gauranshu Sharma, captain Rohit Patel, Hussain Talat, Vivek Yadav, who played a blinder of an innings yesterday, Prithu Baskota, Raj Rakhinanan, Amar Singh Rautela in place of Shahab Alam, Nandan Yadav, Kieran Joseph and Surya Tamang.
Fresh, should I say, Tony Lahani. There's the Janakpur Royals. Qualifier 2, it's one last chance for these sides. Great to see Chadwick Walton back. Not sure where he's been. And Samuel Shinwari alongside him. No place for Asham Priyanjan. That hamstring injury keeps him out. But a great replacement in Chadwick Walton. And also keep your eyes, of course, on that bowling attack. Mukia, Sampal Kami and Lalit Rajbanshi, three of the local stars, to get through to tomorrow's grand final. One of them will be going home, and one of them will have a chance at getting their hands on that beautiful trophy you were talking about earlier.
Rohit Patel and Talat had a very good partnership, scored 182 the total, and that is why I think Rohit Patel said he wanted to bat first. Arjun Saud 129 runs and Gauranshu Sharma, he's had a good stint in this tournament, 172 the total runs he's scored.
And the reason they're bowling the first over from this pavilion end, shorter leg side boundary today. It's friendly loosener to start with to allow Sharma to get off the mark. Just a pickup shot into the leg side and very nicely dispatched. That's the shorter boundary today. And the first boundary comes from just the third delivery. Dispatched again, going to be back-to-back boundaries.
Again straying down to the leg side, leg by and down to the boundary.
It down the ground, and that's a beautiful blow. Small little batter, goes all the way for 6.
Yeah, it was almost on the slot, and that is the first 1x bat 6 for Biratnagar Superkings and Arjun Saud. Look at this, played it on the up. A beautiful connection over the fence.
Down the ground and dispatched all the way for 6. Arjun Saud.
A very difficult shot to play. This is 1x bat maximum, and the second one for Arjun Saud. Look at that, over extra cover.
Just a chip, and he's got enough of it. Over to the short side of the ground, he'll run away for 4.
And that could be a 1x bat maximum.
Said thank you very much. Was waiting for something in the middle of the bat. He has been struggling a little before this delivery. Only 15 balls for his 10 runs, and all of a sudden received that as a gift. Put away easily over mid-wicket. Lalit Rajbanshi to continue from Chobar end. Down the ground again as Arjun Saud, and long off holds on to it. He came down the ground and the ball was not there to be hit, but he still went through it and perishes.
For Lalit Rajbanshi, and first for the Royals, straight down his throat. Was the right option, had to keep going with it after a great power play, but unfortunately finds the man.
Arjun Saud gone for 35 of 26. A good start to be given. Biratnagar 59 for 1. Outside edge, Jitendra Mukhya, short third man, had no chance. In the air, long off fielder. Nicely taken. What a catch. That was catch and a half. Sharafuddin Ashraf had the presence of mind where the boundary line is, and Shinwari strikes. Sharafuddin Ashraf leaping in the air. And awesome. This is fine. Second feet. Oh. I'll leave it to you to decide. I just can't make a mind up.
And it has been given out. So that is good news for Janakpur Royals, because this man was in form. He's only scored one, and Biratnagar Superkings lose their second wicket for 66.
Sometimes going with the turn will be a good mark. This time outside edge, Hussain Talat trying to go for the big one over long on. Probably the skidder went with the boundary. Nicely bowled, but this time bisected that gap and an easy boundary.
Too full this time. Talat loves going inside out. Well, he does that, but it's helped around the corner. Innovative batting, a boundary to finish the 14th. The hundreds come up in that over. It's 104 for 2. Oh, beautifully played. That's a touch of real class from Hussain Talat. Tries to go down the ground, long off in position, and takes the catch. Down Saraf holds on, and Sharafuddin Ashraf has a big one. He's been very good today.
Yeah, bowled it a little shorter by Ashraf. Got the toe off the bat, an easy, comfortable catch for Pawan Sharaf. Yet another 1x bat catch for the Janakpur Royals. Look at that, easy at its guess. Talat gone for 31. Biratnagar Superkings 109 for 3.
Tries to get something going, and he does, gets a maximum. That's a bit more like it. Heaved into the shorter side for 6.
Yeah, it was timed to perfection. 1x bat 6 for Pawan Sharma. Look at this, dragged a bit short, but he was equally good to hit it over the boundary line.
Javens from Mukia, and he's carved away. Pace on the ball. Slower ball into the sky, hasn't got anything of it. Griffith nestles underneath it and pouches the catch. Well bowled, Jitendra Mukia.
Yeah, look at this ball, very well bowled by Mukia. Slower ball, deceived Pawan Sharma. Easy catch for Griffith. That is 1x bat catch for Griffith for 42. Biratnagar Superkings 125 for 4.
As this one's heaved into the leg side, will be 4 thanks to the bounce. Big strike down the ground. Oh, this one is massive. Right up onto the grass banks. A sign of things to come in the final 3.
And look at this shot, a slower ball attempted by Mukia. Raj Rockinana hits it for a 1x bat 6. Look at that, beautifully done with a straight bat.
That kind of good length will just be going to take on the arm. Oh, that's brilliant running, is it? Chadwick Walton has asked the question. We're going upstairs. It was straight at the man.
Interesting. Has he made it? It's not a direct hit. Direct hit. Ah, he's made it. He's made it. He's home. Green light.
Green means go for the batter. He can stay there. Deep backward square leg in place. As Raj Rockinana goes down the ground and goes all the way for 6. He's second maximum for him.
Yeah, similar shot played by Raj Rocky. The earlier was a big one. This hit the side screen on the full. Yet another 1x bat 6 for Raj Rocky Nanan. We can see that with a straight bat.
Goes over the offside this time. And this is superb batting. Really, really good from Raj Rocky Nanan. 2 full, looking for the block hole. Sampal Kami. He missed it. Gonna try scamper a madcap single here. Not sure they're gonna get there.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I think he's gone. Yes, definitely. On Mugia's face, there's the red light here. Raj Rocky Nanan has to go. A very good innings played by him. A little cameo, 33 of 18. Biratnagar Superkings 158 for 5.
And he smokes this one down the ground, but it's going to be taken.
Very good bowling by Mukia. Couldn't get hold of it. It was on the slot, but straight to Griffith. At long on, scored 6 of 7. Biratnagar Superkings 158 for 6.
Last ball of the first innings. Smashed away. Not a bad strike rate, is it? 1 ball faced, all the way for 6. Where have you been? Amar Singh Rotella. So that gets us to the halfway stage of the game. We could be in for a thrilling chase. Janakpur 168 to win.
All to play for. Janakpur Royals have been super form lately. Will get the rollicking starts going. Playing his 10th game, strike rate of 128, which is very impressive for opening batsman. Partnering him, the captain, West Indian Trevon Griffith.
The wicket does break up in the second half, and these two are absolute powerhouses, Ashraf and Griffith.
Down the ground this time to start the proceedings. Over extra cover into the boundary. Nicely bowled. Allowed chance to direct hit. Oh, Rohit Powder let it off. I think the entire team is celebrating, and this will be a close call. Remember.
And this is close. Oh, I'm afraid he's out for a long way. This is a big, big wicket.
Was going across the way. It's gone for 4. Sharafuddin Ashraf, Janakpur 4 for 1.
And that's a fine shot. 1x bat boundary.
Beautifully played through the extra cover. A boundary on the winning side today. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Welcome to the crease, says Trevon Griffith. That's not good enough. Down the leg side, a freebie. A one bounce for Chadwick Walton. Straight away. Over the top. Bit, shot, and gone for a 4. Shot again down the leg side and helped away towards fine leg for another boundary.
Coming down the track, Griffith over mid-wicket boundary for a huge 6. Well bowled, beautifully bowled with the arm. That's a very good stumping and a very big wicket for the Biratnagar Superkings. Like Monty says, Raj Rocky, the rock star.
Big wicket. And it's Ronaldo's celebration. He gets out, he sprints away with delight, points to the sky. And there it is. Trevon Griffith, the skipper's gone for 34. Janakpur, 60 for 2. Nicely swept by Walton. He's found the gap. That's a big moment. Gets a boundary from Tamang. When it's turning sharply, the sweep's a good option.
On, so I think we can do it. The way he's playing, the ball is coming very good on the bat.
It's a massive 6 over extra cover. Shot of the day, probably. Amar Singh Rotela been welcomed to the crease with a massive 6.
Exactly, we can do it because our bench, Sami is going out to bat, and the way the wicket is, and
he's certainly getting that more turn than maybe his counterpart Rocky. That looks quite plumb. Yes, it hit on middle, just straightened. Time for a David Gower shower.
That was a pretty flatter by Surya Tamang. It was pitched in line. Zora out for 9. Janakpur Royals are 79 for 3.
It's a nice sweep shot. Oh, and that's a rare misfield. It's another 1x bat boundary.
Balls are guided down to the third man region for yet another 1x bat boundary.
Outside edge, shot, and Chadwick Walton, thank you so very much.
That's a lovely shot. Beautiful shot. Exquisite timing. Another 1x bat 4.
That's far better. Stumps to stumps. As soon as you go width and pace for a player like Chadwick Walton, you're asking for trouble. He's just hanging in the back foot, asking Keon Joseph to bowl back of the length, and he's going to use the pace. Huge appeal, and maybe the game as well for Biratnagar Superkings. We mentioned about in these kind of pitches, the one which is going straighter is the dangerous ball.
And he tried to turn it, obviously didn't hit the seam, and he just speeded off the pitch. Done in for pace. That was wonderful innings. Chadwick Walton comes to an end. 51 of 47 deliveries, and Janakpur Royals 111 for 4.
At this juncture, outside edge, and this time Keon Joseph at third man had no chance. Important boundary, finished that over. Catches the call. Deep mid wicket field, about 10 feet in front. And Keon Joseph, he was expensive, but he picked up the big wicket. That too, of Shinwari.
This was a beautiful piece of bowling. Enticed him to play the pull shot. But unfortunately for Shinwari, it went straight to the man in the deep. He hit the right shot, but this was smart bowling because the fielder was 10 metres inside the boundary. Shinwari goes for one, and Janakpur Royals are 116 for 5.
Huge shot, long on fielder. And again, boundary from in. And Keon Joseph strikes again in this over.
This is again intelligent bowling from Keon Joseph. He exactly knew the batsman was going to go for the boundary, held the length back, and he went straight down to the man in the deep. Janakpur Royals lose their 6th wicket. They are 118 for 6.
Beautiful shot over square leg. And a good catch. That was a superb catch running into at square leg.
That was brilliant catching by Prithu Baskota. Have a look at this, just inches off the ground. And he took a sensational catch. It was the right option, but he ran, he timed it right, and that was absolutely perfect. Definitely my 1x back catch of the match. 14 or 14 deliveries. Janakpur Royals 1-2-2 for 7.
Outside edge, over third man. Oh, on the dot, on the money, as they say. Perfect Yorker. You miss, I hit, says Nandan Yadav.
This is absolutely spot on. When you nail the Yorker, Gulami is out for 2. And Janakpur Royals are 127 for 8. For Joseph, and then again, he does it again, and this is fantastic.
Beat for pace, bullseye. It gone for no score. Janakpur 128 for 9. Hussain Talat, first delivery of his shot run up and picks up Sompal Kami. And deservingly, Rohit Powdal pouches the last catch, and this means Biratnagar Superkings are into the final and will be playing Lumbini All-Stars tomorrow. A brilliant effort, winning by 39 runs.
And the batting card for Janakpur Royals, Griffiths and Walton did build on something, but they got at a key moment. And then apart from that, no one really pressed the accelerator. And the key wickets of Shinwari was the key moment, the turning moment for Biratnagar Superkings.
Bowling card for the Biratnagar Superkings. Talat starts the proceedings with a couple of overs. Rocky Nandan, Surya Tamang and Keon Joseph pick up the bowlers for me and made sure Biratnagar Superkings gets home and plays the final tomorrow. Match summary: Biratnagar Superkings winning the toss, batting first, 167 for 6. In reply, Janakpur Royals 128 all out, and Biratnagar winning by 39 runs. Quite comprehensible.